Hi, good day, everybody. Welcome to this YouTube channel once again. My name is Olayemi Ezekiel. And before we continue, please like, share, and subscribe to the YouTube channel. Thank you. Today, we'll be looking at the players with the most penalty shootout conversion. It is the players that scored the most penalty in the history of football. Number 10 goes to Sergio Ramos. Sergio Ramos has the penalty conversion rate of 86%. Now, he is one of the greatest defenders of all time. Although he had a reckless side to him, which many noted as the dark arts, he was still world-class, using his aggression to frighten attackers. His spells at Real Madrid saw him win everything possible, but returned to his boyhood club, Sevilla. Before leaving in the summer of 2024, during his time in Sevilla, it was evident that he may not be as effective as he used to be in backline, but he continued to prove his worth from the penalty spot. He has scored 86% of his goals from the spot, making him one of the highest scoring defender of all time. A man of many talents. Now, Sergio Ramos' penalty stats: conversion rate 86%, penalty scored 32, and penalty miss just 5. In number 9, we have Romelu Lukaku from Napoli, who has the penalty conversion rate of 86.4%. Romelu Lukaku might be one of the unluckiest strikers in the world, which is true. At Euro 2024, that came to fruition once again, as he was the master of having goals disallowed. By timing, he runs wrong. It seems he did not look comfortable in the final third, as he often overstepped the mark of what a traditional striker should be excelling at. However, it's a different story from the penalty spot, and it's where the current Napoli striker, who joined from Chelsea in the summer just gone, can shine. He has scored 38 out of 44 kicks he has taken in his career, placing him 9th on this list. Romelu Lukaku penalty stats: conversion rate 86.4%, penalty scored 38, penalty miss just 6. In number 8, we have Hurricane, who is in Bayern Munich. His penalty rate is 88%. Disrespected, unappreciated, and often scapegoated despite all of his qualities, Hurricane is consistently not valued high enough in the world of football. Even if it's pretty clear he is one of the best strikers in the world, by the time he retires, he might be considered one of the greatest attackers ever, and his composure and confidence from the spot kick has only helped him argument. Kane likes to switch it up sometimes, opting for power but also occasionally going for positioning instead. Of course, he has missed in his career, including an heartbreaking effort against France at the 2022 World Cup, which flew over the bar to knock England out, but that should not take away from his overall record. Hurricane penalty stats: conversion rate 88%, penalty scored 81, penalty miss 11. In number 7, we have Erling Haaland, who is in Manchester City. His penalty conversion rate is 88.5%. Haaland has often been called robotic in his career, usually referring to his movement and instinct in the final third. The former Borussia Dortmund striker is always in the right place at the right time. It is like he is programmed to know where to be, highlighting the effectiveness of Pep Guardiola's one of the greatest managers ever coaching talent. Throughout his career, Haaland has missed just 6 penalties out of 52 taken, which has seen him place Man City in pole position time and time again. The Norwegian likes to resort to power, but he is very rare blaze it over the bar. He knows the limit and is one of the best players in Premier League. Erling Haaland penalty stats: conversion rate is 88.5%, penalty score 46, penalty miss just 6. In number 6, we have Robert Lewandowski, the Barcelona attacker. His penalty conversion rate is 89.2%. Robert Lewandowski has won every trophy there is to win in football. He has had a dream career dominating in Germany with Bayern Munich, before now loving life in sunny Barcelona on the Mediterranean coast, just like Kane. He could always be trusted to show composure in the most tensed moments. Lewandowski holds the record for most Bundesliga goals in a single season, netting 41 in 29 games for Bayern Munich during 2020/2021. He's taken in excess of 90 penalties in his career and scored 83 of them. When some players are predictable, the Polish striker always looked to go either side, making it hard to work out when he was doing. Goalkeepers despise it, and very few ever stopped him. It's more than possible if he gets up to 100 penalty taken before he retires. Now, Robert Lewandowski penalty stats. Conversion rate is 89.2%, penalty scored 83, then penalty miss just 10. In number 5, we have Hakan Çalhanoğlu, the Inter Milan player. His penalty conversion rate is 89.6%. Inter Milan and talking star Hakan is a Latin as they came from 12 yards out, as evidenced by his 89.6% conversion rate from his attempted 43 spot kick. His ability from the spot has become a major asset for the Nerazzurris, who is relied on the Çalhanoğlu converted spot kick to oversee an all-crucial 1-0 win over Arsenal in the Champions League, all reversed as one of the best free kick takers in world football. The 30-year-old is making quite a name for himself as a dead ball specialist. That is not, however, where his talent ends, with him consistently proving that he's one of the most underrated midfielders in Europe, both domestically and on the biggest continent stage. Now, his penalty stats is conversion rate 89.6%, penalty scored 43, penalty mix just 5. In number 4, we have Bruno Fernandes, the Manchester City player. His penalty conversion rate is 90%. In a world of chaos, Bruno Fernandes can bring calm to a team in the final third with his composure. It is why he is considered one of the best midfielders in the world, even if he has a dark side to his game by diving and consistently taking to referees. He's been Manchester United's key man ever since he joined from Sporting Lisbon, and they've always trusted him from the penalty spot. Fernandes has scored 55 of them out of 61, which translates to a conversion rate of 90%, with a stuffer in his run-up that often throws the goalkeeper off guard. There's no wonder it is so high. Bruno Fernandes penalty stats is conversion rate 90%, penalty scored 55, penalty miss just 3. In number 3, we have João Pedro, the Brighton and Hove Albion player. His penalty conversion rate is 93%. Brighton and Hove Albion have been one of the few good stories in Premier League ever since they were promoted to the top flight in 2017. As part of this, they have continually looked to make smart and clever signings, with João Pedro epitomizing that thought process. The Brazilian is one of the Seagull's key players, and his reliability from the sport has quickly made him a fan favourite among the ever-growing fan base. Throughout his career, he's missed 1 penalty out of 14. It might be a lower sample gaze compared to other players on this list, but there's no reason to think he isn't world-class from 12 yards. His penalty stats, conversion rate is 93%, penalty scored 13, penalty miss just 1. In number 2, we have Ivan Toney, the Al Ahly player. His penalty conversion rate is 93.8%. Everyone was talking about Ivan Toney's penalty against Switzerland in the penalty shootout against Switzerland at Europe 2024, with a place in the semi-finals at stake. The pressure was high, yet the former Peterborough striker was the coolest man on the ground. He did not even look at the ball, instead staring into the Sommer's eyes to put him off. Before placing his effort into the bottom corner, it epitomized his talent from the sport, which has seen him miss just 2 in his career. Brentford were lucky enough to possess his reliability for so many years, with plenty of big clubs sniffing around. It is Al Ahly of the Saudi Pro League who can count their lucky stars that such a demon from the sport plays for them. Now, Ivan Toney penalty stats. His conversion rate is 93.8%, penalty scored 30, penalty miss just 2. And number 1, we have Cole Palmer, the Chelsea player. His penalty conversion rate is 100. Finally, Cole Palmer has remarkably never missed a penalty in his career. In his short but successful career so far, the Manchester City prodigy has taken 15 and scored 15. All of them came with confidence and charisma, which most lack from 12 yards. During the 2023/2024 season, Chelsea were consistently awarded penalties, yet it always seems to be guaranteed that they will score due to Palmer's unrelenting level of talent. He often rolls it into the bottom corner instead of opting for power, frustrating goalkeepers when they know he has the mental upper hand. The youngster is without a doubt the best penalty taker in the world. Cole Palmer penalty start is conversion rate is 100, penalty scored 15, penalty miss 0. Thank you for staying with us. Please subscribe, like and share this video. We meet again. Thank you so much.